Eni Aluko's comments and the ensuing debate. For those of you that don't know, when Arsenal were getting ridiculed because it looked like we were going to get gazumped again, Eni Aluko was on TalkSPORT and effectively made a comment that, look, sometimes you can, get some friendly help in football. She alluded to the fact, well, she didn't allude, she said she had done it in her role as a sporting director in women's football. She would call a friend or colleague within the game, get them to make a counter bid so she could then use that as leverage on her own owner to now make an improved bid and get the player. Kind of a point of, look, if you don't want the competition to get this player, I need you to authorize said bid. Now, that led to a lot of backlash, and as is typical on Twitter, social media, most of it wasn't football. A lot of it was sexist, a lot of it was racist. So let's park all that rubbish. But the football-related stuff, effectively, a lot of people said she was talking rubbish, right? My thing is, I can't tell her what she did or didn't do in her job. I think she's talked herself out of a few jobs now. But it's the bit when she said, I think this is what Arteta, Pep, Arsenal, Man City are doing here. That's when you step your toe in the water. Yeah, because now you're saying, I think that's what they're doing. My experience tells me that that's what they're doing. And it's like, well, it's plausible. It could happen. I just think it's very unlikely. These are big corporations we're talking here. You think I'm just going to WhatsApp you and be like, Daz, listen, I need you to
just 90 million.
Just send an email with a quick 90 plus add-ons.
Be serious, man.
And these bids, they take work. People at work. This is corporate business. It's not easy to put those bids, get them approved by the board. And what if West Ham turn around and accept it?
Yeah.
And she was talking about what she done, but what was her budgets?
That's what Simon Jordan was.
Simon
Simon was like, you're talking
What was
like
her thing?
200k, 200k as it dies.
The funny thing is,
difference.
I can imagine back in the day when players were going for 200k, 250k, when it was, I was about to say a name, but let me not do that. When it was more of a wheeler-dealer culture, I'll say, right?
Yeah.
I can imagine that. I can imagine it's like, we meet down the pub, not mobile. Listen, either do me a favour. And you're like, no, but John, they might actually accept the bid. No, don't worry about it.
Who was talking about that?
Harry, you read that probably?
No, I was watching the overlap. Watching the overlap, and I can't remember who the guest was, but he was saying Alex Ferguson drove. That's it. It was Nottingham Forest. I think it was Stuart Pearce, and he was like, Alex Ferguson drove to Nottingham and sat in the car park waiting for Brian Clough to come out so they could talk about a transfer of a player. Like,
was it Joaquin?
No, it was Stu. I think
it was Pierce, but he waited Pierce, but he didn't get him.
I think it was Stu.
Fergie definitely wanted him.
Yeah. So I think, to your point, back in those days where it was,
but then it aligns with where the games are. So the majority of the women's game, with all due respect, maybe you can do those things now. But when we're talking about, businesses that are worth 300, 400, 500 million, that's collusion at the highest level.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and defrauding as well. It's collusion, defrauding. It's
not
illegal.
as simple as just sending an email saying, we want him for 90 million.
Yeah, he's going to go, hold on 1 second. Hey.
Hey, Tiki.
Add an extra 10 on that, please. Thanks.
Yeah, I think she, like you said, you can't take away from her experience of what's happened to her in her career. But saying so publicly, what she thinks happened to two major organisations, and you can say like it is like from the outside looking in for what she said, and she may have got her words wrong because she kind of cleared it up when she had a call.
Cleared it up on moonwalks.
She definitely
let's say cleared it up.
She was trying to say that Arteta called.
I think that's what they're doing here.
I think it was just the platform she said it on, the way she said it. So I think she got to kind of take a hit and say, you know what, it came out wrong. But
these days, you know how it is. You got to be surgical with your words, man.
Right.
And
look, as you found
your
out,
experience is your experience, right?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know. I was just making sure he's aware. Right. Your experience is your experience, but come on, let's not. You can't just walk on like he said, on a public platform and just be like, well, I did it, so they must be doing it.
Exactly.
No, it don't work like that. Let's be real. Like Jordan said, scales are two different things, right? The what's at stake as well is vastly different. Like, let's not.
Maybe they're doing that in non-league, but not at the sharp end in the Premier League. And
exactly.
I think what was telling for me is when they started that segment with Aluko and Jordan, you know what the first thing she said? Well, you know, as a pundit, if you ask me that if I say something, it's got people talking, rather than I say something and no one cares about it, I'd prefer the former. So that says to me, you just said something.
Say whatever.
Yeah.
For-
For views.
Yeah, which for
And
clicks
likes.
and that, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
dead. You know, you want to be known for your substance, and it's already hard. She knows this better than any of us in this room. It's already hard as a female black pundit. You don't want people to now start doubt your credibility and think you're just a clickbait merchant. We've got enough of that rubbish with those donuts on Sky. So yeah, I don't think she's done herself any favors. And then the other bit, she named people. She's like, well, when Simon Jordan said the whole point about men versus women's game, she was like, yeah, well, you know, I had the same boss as the men's game. You know, Christian Persler was my boss at Villa.
Oh, yeah.
I said, yo,
Yeah.
yo,
Techie.
we did.
Techie.
So you just
don't do
admitted
that. Don't do
that
that.
you effectively played one of the top and most respected executives
Yeah.
in the game
he
in this
is,
country. The guy ran Liverpool, ran Villa doing well. Liverpool did well under him. So you basically just in public admitted that you manipulated one of the top executives in the game. I don't know what's going on. She's a lawyer, you know.
It's techie.
Yeah, she's very smart. Very smart individual.
A very, very educated and accomplished woman. And I'm just like, the punditry thing, it got you. You got
the what? The what thing?
Yeah, it's true.
But the thing is, I think
She's
she
not the same side of the equation.
she told her truth. She told her truth. It's just the correlation. Is where it went wrong.
What's that?
We can go back and
Well, don't worry.
No,
We
that's
got
not
the
fair, 'cause I told you at the time. I told you at the time. I called it out at the time. Don't do that. You want to do that? Well, that's no problem. I got Premiere Pro 2B. All right. That's what we're doing. No problem. So yeah, I think the thing is with TalkSPORT that they'll keep rolling her out so she can
Yes.
keep catching the bullets. Yeah. And maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she's like, you know what? To that opening comment she made, okay, maybe now it will solidify her on that news. On the
cycle. The news cycle. And the thing is, she said what she said. What happened? She got another rollout. They got her back on.
Yeah.
She got a second appearance out of it. So
she was in her whip, innit?
Yeah. So it's
bro, you know she sent that invoice straight after, bro.
They
Straight.
might have told her just watch certain things you're saying, but give us whatever you just say whatever you want to say, but tone it down a little bit. The names and the.
You think TalkSPORT was? Yeah, man, it's true.
Because a lot of people say loads of madness.
Yeah, but they just don't drop
But it's cool.
names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's alright.
Yeah, it's true.